Hello, my name is Paul Sloane. I help organisations improve innovation, and very often when I run workshops on innovation I ask delegates to write down an example of an innovation. And what they typically write down is an iPhone or an iPad, some piece of electronics, some piece of hardware. And we tend to think that new products are innovations and innovations are new products. But some of the most powerful innovations are service or process innovations. If we look at what Uber's done to the taxi service, it's transformed it by getting people to use their cars and their spare capacity to provide transport services. If we look at what Airbnb has done to the hotel process, the hotel service industry, it's transformed it through innovation. And I'm sure that in your business there are processes and services that you could innovate with big benefits for you and for your customers. So how do you do it? What I recommend is that you look at an existing service or process and you split it into its component parts. You draw a block diagram on a big flip chart and you say, first of all the customer does this, then we do this, then the call center does this, then the result is this, or whatever it is, the various steps. You break it down into its components. And then for each component you ask some questions. What's the purpose of this stage? What's the real added value? What benefit does the customer get from this? And is there a better way to do it? And there's always a better way to do it. And then I use a technique called transformers, where we take a verb at random from a list of verbs and we apply it very aggressively. So say for example the verb was replace. You could say, what can we replace this stage in the process with? If you think about IKEA, they replaced assembly of their furniture with self-assembly by the customer. They replaced the warehouse man going in and fetching your item from the warehouse by the customer doing it. The customer goes and gets their own goods, their flat pack, they take it home, then he or she assembles it. And that saves a lot of cost, takes a lot of cost out of the process, which benefits IKEA and the customer. So you apply that verb very aggressively. Another very good verb is eliminate. What can we eliminate from the process entirely? What's low added value and we can take out entirely? A good example of this is the low-cost airlines. So Southwest, Ryanair, EasyJet, they eliminated printed tickets. They have electronic tickets. They eliminated the use of travel agents. They sell over the internet. They eliminated allocated seating, just like getting on a bus. By taking out a lot of cost elements, they were able to offer a different and better service to a different section of the market. So what I recommend you do is you take an existing service or process, you split it into its component parts, and then you ask those questions, you apply the verbs very aggressively. And I'm sure if you do that, you'll be able to find powerful innovations which will add value for you and for your customer.